Okay, there we go. It's so like early and late at the same time. I'm kind of just like, whoa. Anyways, Rainy and Chat, Rin, Aura, Livewire, hello. Welcome. I didn't expect people to show up, to be honest, but hey. What am I doing? Well, that's a good question, actually. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like half dead. I'm sorry. Ren, so yeah, hello. Let me see if I can place my microphone at a better spot. Okay, now that feels really weird. How's this sound? Everything sound okay? I would hope so. Well, either ways, as long as the music isn't way too loud and you guys can hear me clearly, then I guess everything's okay. Maybe I'm a little too close. Who knows? But oh well. Probably doesn't really matter that much at this point. Alright. A reminder for the double Rotos daily orders, that sounds really good actually. Definitely. Be sure to do that. Let me pop back into the game real fast. Well, I mean, I'm not planning to particularly do anything. Stuff. To be honest, I never actually realized that these things actually moved. Until like now. I literally actually just realized that they actually move. Wow. Hey, look at it, he's just sniffing. He's like, what's up here? That's actually really cute. Did you guys actually know that this thing moved? Or is it just me that doesn't know? Am I that stupid? I know I wasn't smart, but I didn't know I was that stupid. Look at him. His is like moving like that and be like, hey. I'm just kind of like. Oh my god, I feel stupid now. I should take more pictures of these things, honestly. They're great. Look at it. It's just like, And it's a pink bunny. It's literally a pink floof. I mean, bunnies with red eyes aren't that uncommon, though. When it comes to actually snow bunnies or bunnies that are white in general, they do have red eyes. It's pretty normal. I think it's pretty normal. It's cute, though. It's a pink floof. That's really nice. And you're also here with a pink floof of mine, which is Kasumi. This is gonna be soul stream. Yeah, would you look at the bunny? Yeah, of course. Why not? Why would you not look at bunnies? It's my definition of chill, Livewire. Having bunnies all around is like the best thing ever. There's nothing better than sitting around with bunnies on the moon. Do these ones move? Oh, they do! They do move! Oh my god. I remember when the moon room came out in the first place, right? I had this picture with Kasumi. I had a picture like this with Kasumi. If anyone ever remember my parkour video, right? I actually did have exactly this picture, but I'd actually never realized that these things actually moved. Holy crap. I feel like I just seen a revelation. Yeah, and the Sato mag is just like, Bunny, I see your butt. Can I have your butt? It smells so good. That's like low-key disturbing. It's okay. Good thing this is not Twitch, so you guys can't clip that and be like, hey, out of context RC. Oh yeah, speaking of out of context, there's actually one streamer that I do watch, and there's this Twitter channel, or Twitter user, right, which is out of context this guy, and he posts 4 or 5 second Twitch clips of this guy all the time, but out of context, but it's so awkward. I find it really funny, to be honest. When things are out of context, they can be pretty crazy, but oh my god, these ones move as well. They're all moving, they're all living. How did I never know this? They're all moving. Oh my god. You know what? Since there's nothing better to do, let me actually count all the bunnies on this map. There's one over there. Over there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. That's 8, right? I don't think there's any more, so I think there's probably 8 bunnies. Lone rabbit on the further side. I think I might have already got it. That's probably about it, to be honest. Oh well. If I missed something, I'm just stupid then. Now, let me water this. And then let's go take some pictures. Should I do a picture of Kasumi? Who should I take a picture of this week? Last week I did Kyoko's picture. I could probably do either Kasumi or Charlotte actually. Hime would also be okay. Probably Kasumi though. She needs a bit of an update for the pictures. Let's just do this costume. It's totally fine. One of my favorite spots to actually take pictures in this game right now is basically the battle lobby. Only because there's this white slate background that you can use. I think I showed you guys last stream. And then the lighting is also pretty nice. Although the only problem with the battle lobby is when the lobby itself actually rotates in terms of scenery, right? There's this Tokyo one. Then there's a volcano, a forest, and stuff like that. The only good lighting that I really like for this one is forest, where, as you can see, the lighting on the characters just looks perfect. It looks really, really nice. When you actually take pictures like this, it's just really clean, especially against the white walls. Is there a difference between the left or right side? Not really. I don't think there is particularly a difference, only because the lighting in this area is more or less constant. I don't think I can tell you where the light source is, but it's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably somewhere around up there. So yeah, usually when pictures are taken, a lot of the compositions and everything is basically just set in game. So for example, if I'm doing a what pose should I do? I don't know if there's really any many nice poses recently. There's that, and also I haven't really gotten some of the new lobby actions. I have some of these Konosuba poses, but they're not exactly like great for making pictures in general. It's not great. It's okay. Especially these are like, oh, yeah. It's a bit of a problem when you have lobby actions that are not looping sometimes. What are some of your guys' like favorite lobby actions? Give me some recommendations. Wait, what the hell is this? So sometimes I buy lobby actions without even knowing what they do. And this is basically just a result of it. MLA post 13. Let's see. MLA post 13. Oh, that one. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's really funny. I love it. Dude, what's this? Also a bit of an oopsie on that. Yeah. I actually do have a bit of reshade actually. I was trying this out. So I think it looks okay overall. Because my friends keep telling me like, oh, you should probably like try reshade and stuff like that. So I did. Although the reshade that I did let me show you guys the difference here. Here's the non-reshaded version, and here's the reshaded version. All I did was basically just increase some of the saturation just a little bit, and that's about it, really. So it's not like I did anything crazy when it comes to reshade. I'm still a bit new when it comes to actually making presets and stuff with reshade, but I think at least this can be appreciated without actually doing a lot of modifications to begin with. And there we go, as you can see the difference. It's pretty minimal overall, but I think it's good. When I actually make my YouTube videos and everything, there's a few things that I do actually. Normally I would do a small color correction when it comes to actually saturating some of the lower or lighter colors and stuff. And then the other thing would be just sharpening it a bit. So I tried doing said processing, right? Except just in reshade itself, so I don't have to actually do it in my videos. Do I find it to be really great? Not really, because sometimes, as you can see on like a white surface like this, right? Normally you wouldn't be this bright, but then yeah, like you would be completely visible if you don't have reshade on. And in some areas it's just like way too bright. It's something that I still can't really figure out how to do properly, but hopefully as I like continue to try stuff, it'll be okay. At least that's what I hope for. Anyways, back to trying to take pictures. Hey, let's see. Poses. Oh my god, I'm sleepy. That's bad. I should not be this sleepy. KK pose is great. Although, I actually did not really get anything from the Star Gem scratches. So, sadly, I don't think I'm gonna have any crazy options. Wait, what is this? Wait, what? Wait, since when did you get that from? Where was that from? Really? What? Oh, there's like so Super Saiyan. Wait, since when did I have that lobby action? I didn't even know. What? Okay. I'm just here trying out lobby actions. Oh my goodness. Is there even a difference between male and female versions? Doesn't seem like it. Oh well. We'll just continue cycling. Let's see if we can actually get a nice lobby action going here so we can actually take a nice picture, of course. Way too many lobby actions. Wait, a melee pose? Is that it? Really? Oh yeah, the male one is like this one. Yeah, the lighting changes. That's so like, oh, I hate it so much. The only thing I wish this area had was constant lighting. Like, if the lighting projector is gonna be client side anyways, give us a console. Like, give us a console like right here or something. Yeah. Give us a console like right here or something where we can actually like press and be like, yo, which background do you want? I want this background. I want that background. That would be so good. That would be literally a dream come true. I would love to have that. Now here's the thing. Speaking of like taking pictures and everything, there on one of the PSO2 station broadcasts, right? I think in one of the Q&As, the Phantasy Star Online 2 team did mention that they were thinking about making a shared chips for like meetups and pictures and stuff like that. I think it was like one of the questions that was asked in a Q&A, and they said that they would consider the option. What do you all think about if they actually did make a shared chip, right? That has that is basically meant for meetups. For people to just come around, see each other, take pictures and all. I think it would be really good. I think it would be great, to be honest. Just hopefully they'll have a lot of like scenery and really just picture taking possibility actions thingy mabobs. Would be really nice. Like really, really nice. I'd love to have it. I think a lot of people would appreciate it, actually. You know what? Let me try it. Let me try this pose. Might actually be able to do something with this one. This angle should be okay. Means I turn this way and do this. Now, one more thing about photography. The reason that I needed to look at things very thoroughly is because the fact that despite you might make like really pretty characters, right? It doesn't mean that they're all pretty at every angle. That's the same for like real life photography as well. You never know if someone might look prettier from like one angle and stuff like that. For example, like Kasumi from this angle doesn't look great, right? But when you actually put her into like an angle like this, she looks great. She looks really, really nice. So it really depends a lot on how you angle your pictures to make really nice pictures. Like for example, an angle like this would make Aren look like a freaking beautiful goddess. But it's like just okay for Kasumi at best. Kasumi is better on like forward-facing photos. So you kind of just need to know your character's like strength when it comes to actually taking photos and what they actually look really good in. So I guess you can say that comes with experience. Yeah, it definitely does come with experience. There are many ways, of course, to take really good pictures, but it's completely up to you. As like, I wouldn't say the artist, but the photographer, I guess. I did put a bit of lip makeup just to make it look really puffy, so hope you guys like that one. Now I'm just waiting for the lighting. I think it should be a forest, like right after this. Please change to forest lighting. Yes, there you go. See? You see this lighting? You see this forest lighting? This is perfect. This is absolutely perfection. The lighting is just so good. So knowing your lighting and knowing your angles is probably the most important pieces of how to take a really good photo. Let me try if I can do another angle here. Oh, this angle actually looks pretty nice too. Another problem with photography, as you continue to try to concept, you can easily find like, hey, I guess I like this angle more. I guess I like this pose more. And as you keep doing, there's nothing that's literally set in stone, you know? You can always find something new. You can always find more ways to actually take photos. And then you eventually see like, hey, I guess this is nice. I guess that is nice. But that's only because of the fact that since you have images in your head, but you haven't actually tried it on set, it can look a little different sometimes. But don't be surprised when things like that happens. There are 3 types of PSO2 players. Number 3. What types of PSO2 players are there? Also, Corin, sorry, I kind of like missed your message, but what do you think about PSO2 in 2020? Well, I did make a whole video on it, basically just talking about what I think about it. Well, not really what I think about it, but rather just the facts of what is going on. I personally think PSO2 in the West might actually do okay. Although a lot of fans might actually just feel a little bit betrayed by SEGA for not bringing this game earlier, but I think I think that's a good thing. Because PSO2, you know, had been on a journey for a bit. Like, the game itself is very up and down. So I'd rather, I understand where Sega's coming from, honestly. Like, if I had to choose between bringing a pretty meh PSO2 like episode 3, episode 4 to the West when the game is kind of like shitty, or well, not great, right? Compared to this game state now, where the game is actually significantly a lot more interesting, and then there's a lot of content that people can cycle through and stuff like that, I think is a significantly better option for SEGA to actually choose to release PSO2 at a time like this, rather than releasing it like a few years back. I just think it's a better option, to be honest. And I think it has a lot of chance, like a bigger chance to do better as well. Having the game in a better state overall. So yeah, I really genuinely don't think it's a bad thing. I think rather than people being mad at SEGA for releasing the game late, I think people should appreciate, you know, the decision at least. I think it's a good thing to look at the perspective where that you can say that, oh, SEGA has like betrayed my expectations for 7 years for not releasing the game in the West, right? But in another sense, I think it's probably better to look at it in the perspective that even after all this time, they're still trying to get the game to release in the West. Basically just thinking the positives of it. Do you think PSO2 NA players will get enough out of the player experience given the original 10-year timeline? The thing is, like, they did initially plan PSO2 for 10 years to begin with, but it doesn't mean that they can, or well, it doesn't mean that they won't extend it to begin with. Although when you say about player experience, I'm not thinking about the gear part of things, but rather the various pieces of content that is available to us, right? Okay, let's go back to our ship for a bit and review basically every single piece of content that's available in the game. We'll try to think about it in the perspective that we're a completely new player who only just started this game, never played Phantasy Star before, and then just basically trying out the game for the first time. Yeah, the costume is gonna be something that is an issue, but I'll probably mention that a little bit later. Anyways, okay, so imagine being a completely new player, right? So starting off, you spawn into the game, level like 2 after the tutorial. You have no clue what to do. Okay, so you spawn right here, and the first things you see would probably be like Leontina's markers, these ones, right? They're like, oh hey, okay, so I guess we get to see the handbook, and then it's just a bunch of like in-game random guides thingies that, oh hey, so you do this, you do that, you do that, that's good, you do this, you do that, you do that, that's good. And then people would be like, okay, I guess I understand the game a little bit more, which is why like I personally really appreciate this handbook attendant thingy, where a lot of people might actually just not like really see it as a really important thing. And especially in the Japanese version of the game, right? I don't think a lot of it is translated to begin with, so a lot of people might actually gloss over this, but I think it's such a good resource that if done right, players in NA would actually have a really good understanding of the game to begin with. So that's like a really big advantage coming in there. Okay, so in the beginning you don't get daily orders yet, and then you'll be starting off with Arcs Quest. So as people continue to do Arcs Quest and more and more and more, they get all this stuff. So we have like quite a number of Arcs Quests, which is basically just a bit of leveling and progression, which I honestly still think that they should reorder all of these, because some of the like the ones in the lower one, by nature, when people think of like the lower ones, it's gonna be significantly more difficult, right? Even though that's not entirely the case sometimes for these. So like if they actually do adjust the difficulty stuff in here quite a bit, it'll be appreciated. And then the one more thing that is the biggest problem of PSO2 is like the leveling curve. There's no way to, for example, do the story missions, right? And then get your levels up or anything like that. For example, if you've actually ever played, for example, a game like Closers, what happens is you get to play this entire like story, and then by the time you're finished with the story, you'll be max level. So with that, it's actually a really good thing, because once you finish the story, it gets progressively difficult, right? So people actually do get better by virtue of literally just playing the game in the difficulty spikes that is meant to be. But for PSO2, you just clear everything on like normal, and then you'll be completely fine, and then you'll probably be like what, level 40 something, and then you can't really do anything, only because of the fact that, oh, I guess I'm level 40 and I can't do anything except just, I guess, RNG for some keys, or like try to do these ARCs missions. I guess the missions is like a pretty nice thing, but it still doesn't really fix the inherent problem with leveling at all. If PSO2 did, if they actually did like change the level curve significantly, I would appreciate it a lot, because you just need so much experience. It's not even funny. Holy crap, this ice cream truck outside is hella loud. Do you guys hear this? Yeah, guys actually hear this ice cream truck? Oh my goodness. Anyways, experience wise, how much experience is like, yeah, it's like 200 mil some crap experience. It's way too much. Like level 80 is 83 million experience. Level 75 is 40 million. It's actually like so crazy. Like the leveling curve is so stupid. Like think about this, okay? Level 75 is 40 mil. Level 80 is 83 mil. And level 90 is 200 mil. Like what? It's unreal. They need to change this. Like there's no way that newer players will be able to level nicely to level freaking 90. It's not possible. Especially the fact that they actually have to go through the entire thing and through all the level caps without having anything on the freaking Visiphone market. Like, it's crazy to actually think about it in that way. People won't even have money to begin with, because if they have everything, like, to begin with, right? Everyone starts off with only Ark's missions to get money, and then money is literally limited by weekly missions. No one is going to be able to buy anything. Even if you scratch money, even if you scratch like AC and sell stuff, you probably wouldn't be able to sell costumes more than like 100k or like a mil, only because nobody has money at all. Like literally nobody has money. So what can I say, right? It's a bit of an okay issue when it comes to the JP server because we're already established, but the fact that NA will exist with everything intact, nobody will have anything, and then there's just so much stuff to go through. It's like gonna be really overwhelming for everyone. I think so. Also, give me like 2 minutes. Let me go grab some water real fast. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Where was I? Right. It's like when you first start off, right? No. Yeah, it'll be basically like when the actual JP server started. But the thing is, like, at least if you start in the JP server, right, you have an established market in which you can basically just buy anything and everything that you wanted to. For example, like, hey, I guess I will look for some costumes. Where's costumes? Well, costumes and parts. There you go. There, see, it's like, oh, I guess I can get some nice costumes here. And then you can just like do whatever. But in the NA server, basically there would be no costumes in the market either, because everyone is basically just, you know, nobody's gonna sit here and literally just like play the gacha on day one. Well, I mean, okay, there will be people, but it'll just be crazy. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but you know, like I said, the fact that nobody has any money, so people scratching doesn't really get any profit, because you also need premium to get a shop pass and everything, and then nobody has any fun points either, so nobody's gonna be farming fun points to get, you know, their own shop passes and everything. It's like, it's such a big cycle of problems that's not even funny. It's actually really crazy when you think about it. The only reason everything in JP works is only because it's already established. But if this is gonna like have a restart button, it's gonna be crazily like bad. I can't think of any way. Like, I literally cannot think of any way that people would literally just be able to, for example, get the costumes, get the everything they want. And even the market is going to be really crazy. Even then, one day shop pass, it still doesn't really help anything because the market is not established. There's nothing, and then people still have to spend real life money to literally just get anything in the market at all. No, Nick, that's the thing. Like, that's exactly what I mentioned in the in my video where I hope they do data centers. If they actually do data centers, right? For example, here, let me just get an example, okay? So there are 10 ships in the game right now. Imagine if, for example, they made ship 11, 12, and 13 or something like that. But then ship 11, 12, 13, when you play in it, it's like the NA ships. Right? That would at least like be a lot significantly better. Also, Artemis, thank you so much for coming over. Hope you have a good night's sleep. But yeah, there's just so many problems with it. Like, I can't really continue to explain how crazy it'll be for everyone in general. You know, you see there's like this problem, there's that problem, there's everything just keeps coming over. And then the fact is, classes, for example, like Force Techer, will be completely skewed because there's nobody has tech crafts either, and like it takes an asinine amount of resources to even get your tech crafting up. Either that or you like completely pay to win, which then you still need like a crazy amount of like tech discs to begin with, and it's not worth it at all. I guess you can say that people can probably also rush to attempt to get like Phantom and Hero, but like how are they gonna rush it when there's nobody playing any content at all? Well, not really nobody playing any content, but like there's no relevant content for leveling at all. Like you can probably sit and know life in like World and Golf and everything, but like that's scary. And then just also remember that a lot of the classes, the reason why like some classes are super good, for example, like Gunner, right? Another S-Roll Arts is level 85 only. Like, Gunner is gonna be so shit. Early is not even funny until somebody able to get like their level caps. And like to also imagine, you have to go through all the level cap stuff, you know? Getting a plus 13 weapon at plus 35. Well, a 13-star weapon at plus 35, 12-star units and everything like that. It's like, there's just so much. Like, Gunner is gonna be garbage. Ranger is okay, but it's still probably gonna be shit because nobody's gonna have access to like end attract and stuff because it's like ultimate content, in which nobody is gonna be able to clear ultimate content either because there's nothing you can do. Hunter is gonna be okay. Fighter is okay. It's good to have insurance, but it's okay. Force is dead. Force is gonna be dead because there's nobody crafting techs, and also you don't have SC and you don't have compounds, so that's even no. Tekker, I guess people can still play Tekker for like the Shifta and D-Band and everything, but like everyone's just gonna be one smacking. And even then it's not gonna be great because they don't have enough skill points to put anything in. It's like, ugh. Braver is gonna be good. Bouncer is gonna be good. Well, Braver is still like, you still lose quite a bit because you don't have rings either. But Bouncer is gonna be fine. Summoner, let's not even talk about that. And then people just try to get Hero and Phantom, I guess. See, the thing is, like, buys PAs from the X Cube shop. What X Cubes? Do you think new players are gonna have X Cubes? No. It's quite crazy. But yeah, honestly, I give up. When it comes to actually thinking about everything, I really can't come up with anything of like how people are going to really, you know, catch up to like the end game. I guess it'll be fine for the most part as like people continue to progress and everything. But that's such a huge pain in the butt, it's not even funny. Anyways, let's continue to see what content we have. So we have like a plethora of EQs, and that's completely fine. There's also a bunch of limited quests as well. But then again, I really don't want them to like, I really do not want NA to like start off with like a crazy leveling quest where everyone can just max level in day one. That's just stupid. This is so stupid. But yeah, Arc Quest, free fields, that's totally fine. I guess people can try Buster Quest, but then nothing really good is going to come out from that. Time Attack is completely worthless content now. It's not even funny. People won't be able to try Endless until like a bit later, and then even then it's not really useful. Advanced quests, sure. Yeah, they could probably do like pre-register campaign, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. We don't know. It's hard to speculate, to be honest. I'd rather not speculate too far, only because the fact that like it'll be a bit weird. Like if everyone is able to just progress since day one, like say week number 1 of the game in NA, right? Imagine if, for example, for the first week and the first week only, the level cap is going to be at, for example, 60. And we'll just keep it at 60 for a bit. So everyone can just play and then get to a certain 50 or 60, right? So everyone can play and then get to a certain level. And then they're also encouraged to not only play one class, but try multiple classes rather than play one single class, because you can just level to 90, right? So if the level cap is, for example, at like 60, right? People will be able to like say, oh, okay, so I tried Hunter to max. Let's try Ranger now, and then play it to max, and then play it, and then, oh, let's try Braver, and then level it to max. Which max in that case is, again, going to be 60, right? It's going to be really good because everyone is like encouraged to play every class and just try out the things they want and things they like. So after that, the next week after or something like that, say we open the level cap to 75. So people at that point already started to think about what the classes they really like to play and what classes they want to level. So, for example, I like playing Force, and it will be leveling Force to, for example, 75. And then, of course, leveling the subclass as well to 75. And then after that, eventually they release like, when people are level 75, they release certain EQs and stuff like that, so people can actually play in the EQ at like the certain level. I think that'll be a pretty good concept. Personally, I don't know how it's gonna be when it comes to actual like execution of it, but it's gonna be really good, I think, because it only encourages people to play more classes and stuff. And then it will give players like the new player experience that they wouldn't otherwise have. And it kind of like evens the playing field for everyone, and then they can slowly just release content after content after content. So people can feel more engaged and have like a clear roadmap of how to progress in the game, rather than having everything open at once and then run around like headless chickens not knowing what to do. Which comes back to the concept that what I was saying, in the fact that like people need a good guidance and progression, because if everything is available at once, nobody's gonna know hell of what to do, and they're gonna be so like overwhelmed by everything, it's not even funny. But having like certain objectives and like slow stream of content coming out, it's gonna be really nice. What other ways can PSO2 NA actually be really good? I'm just trying to think here. Oh yeah, and also mag stats distribution. I mean, it's not really the biggest issue, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure people will have like mag tutorials everywhere. But then again, you probably see like at least like 70% of the player base just like mess it up badly. Honestly, one thing that I would love to have added is people being able to pay, for example, like pay literally Meseta or Star Gems or whatever to literally just reset their skill points. Like, that would be probably the best thing ever. Otherwise, yeah, insert $3 to fix your mistake. That's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. Like, it's such a bad system. It's not even funny. There's just so many underlying problems in the game. I love this game so bad. There's also so many problems I can't deny. I'm sorry if I'm like kind of spacing out. It's just because I'm a little tired. I'm trying to think of what good to say. Rather, like, I can say a lot, but that'll be just generally shit talking. I'm just trying to think of like what good things can I say. I can't think of anything else. Somebody give me something good to say about this game. It's such a good game that I love so much that doesn't have good things to talk about. Oh my... Story and music. Story. Story. Are we gonna really go there? Story, right? Story. Fucking laughs in episode 4. Just look at this thing and tell me story. Yeah, let's not go there. Episode 1, 2, 3 is really good. Of course it's really good. Episode 4 is like, let's completely ignore that. 5 is fine. 6 is... It's okay. Yeah, 5 is... I mean, the start of 6 looks okay, but like the premise isn't that interesting, to be honest. 5 wasn't really interesting. I like the story direction towards the end, but like it's really not great. If only they remade episode 1, 2, 3 and made the storyline actually really good and have like really good progression when it comes to actual like episode 1, 2, 3 stuff, it'll be probably the best thing that they can do, because I love episode 1, 2, 3 story. It's probably the best thing in this game had. Also, PSO2 music. Another problem. Also, don't say you enjoy 5 compared to episode 4. I don't think anything can be worse than episode 4. But yeah, it might be a me problem, but I can't enjoy the music when, like, for example, like, oh, I play Persona. Persona is awesome. I love Persona's music. And that's true. I'm not even being sarcastic, by the way, but the problem is Persona also dies in 3 minutes. I didn't even get to hear the soundtrack, only because it just dies. It's like, oh, I guess I can enjoy the music? Not really. You get to hear like one verse of it and then the boss dies. Like, oh, okay. Or like the Armada music, right? You open up Armada and they're like, oh, I guess I'm gonna clear this map. It takes literally 3 minutes and then you have 2 minutes of Zera talking. And then you sit there, you can't do anything. You just sit there and be like, Sierra's like, oh, hey, okay, so I guess you cleared this quest now. You can actually kill all the AS disruptors and then everything's gonna be okay. You can probably deploy your AS now and everything. And like, oh no, there's enemy ships coming over. Oh no, there's like 1 million freaking enemy battleships. And then you're just sitting there staring into space for like 2 minutes until Sierra actually finishes talking. That's like I can't even begin to talk about how crazy stuff is. Even if you talk about the game, right, being like good this, good that, you don't even have the integrity to be able to enjoy the content in that capacity, because everything gets finished like way too fast. There's no degree of difficulty or anything of like the sort. For example, like Sega made this loop of like Magatsu music, right? That was literally like 12 minutes per one loop, but then people kill Magatsu in like a minute. You don't even get to enjoy the music, even though the music is amazing. Like the actual Magatsu music soundtrack is so good, but I don't think anyone ever gets to really enjoy the full extent of the Harukotan music at all, because it ends in literally a minute. Now even the buff version of him ends in like 3 minutes. Or well, at least for like my MPAs, we kill him in like 4 or 5 minutes, maybe at best, at worst, sorry. So yeah, after that we just sit there for like a while. Although when it comes to actually PSO2, right? One of the content that I would love to actually see is, if anyone ever played, has anyone here ever played Phantasy Star Nova before, or had the opportunity to play Nova? PS Nova being the PlayStation Vita game. It's okay if you haven't got to play it, but I just want to know if anyone actually did play it at all. Sadly, someone picked up before you could buy it. Oh, I see. Okay. So basically, in Phantasy Star Nova, there is this type of darker enemy, I guess. I'm not sure if it's a darker or not, but it's basically called a Gigantes, in which it's kind of like a Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing. So it's basically kind of like a Magatsu kind of thing, but like way bigger than Magatsu. Imagine if we had an EQ that raids bosses that big, right? For example, imagine if Elder was like giant, like huge, and you had to actually like go on him and like fight certain things. Like, or even if you think of Monster Hunter World, right? Monster Hunter World. Think of Zora Magdaros. If we had a boss like that in PSO2, in which the quest will actually, for example, have elements of, one, you get to fight Darkers on the, like, for example, the back of like the Dark Falls or something like that. And then you have to like destroy certain parts of the core, and then eventually you need to go to the last phase, like a giant like AS battle or something like that. Would be really cool. Yeah, and also Grand Arts is also something that can be considered definitely to actually put into PSO2. That would be really cool. Grand Arts are really cool. It's not like Photon Arts at all. Grand Arts is more like, there's also, how do you say it? Grand Arts is kind of like just the weapon itself more than anything. You charge the weapon. It's Grand Arts, it's just literally the weapon itself rather than photons. And then you can also combine text with like Photon Arts and stuff like that. So for example, like you have like, you insert like a foyer and a rising edge, and you have like a burning rising edge as a Grand Art. It's a pretty simple concept, but I think it's gonna be really cool if people actually did that. Yeah, because photons do not work in Phantasy Star Nova. That is correct. One more thing that I really want the game to have is easier elemental change for weapons. So like, for example, oh, I guess I can change, if there's this EQ and stuff, I can change to, for example, wind. I can change to light. I can change to whatever. Do you just take an element like that? They have special effects too, yeah. If you've played Idola as well, I think Idola, a lot of the people, like a lot of characters in Idola actually uses grand arts as well, because it's not necessarily normal arts. For example, like Jene in Idola, right? Jene in Idola does have basically what is like a grand art, where you basically combine, for example, Tornado Dance with like Sazan or something like that, where you can literally spin your double saber and shoot out Sazans. Grand arts is basically this combination of everything. You combine your physical like weapon ability to techniques and everything like that. It's literally just science. It's really interesting concept though. I enjoy it. But I would love to have like a Gigantes kind of boss. That'd be really cool. Like, might as well make the game make use of like their 3D environment, right? Like, we have this full 3D environment, but it doesn't really like have any big use other than just move around places. Like, for example, these parkour rooms and stuff, like, I think zero gravity is gonna come into play a lot as well in like some of the EQs. That'll be really weird for combat, but think about it. For example, like if we have like a EQ where, for example, we literally in like zero gravity, right? Not just like gravity like this, but literally zero gravity. Where imagine if you can like move around up and down. It's just like how AISs work, right? But then it's your own character. I don't know how PAs and everything will work, but that'll be just a really cool concept. Because I know that PSO2, they tried to add new mechanics or like certain gimmicks to bosses and everything like that. It'll be pretty cool. It'll be just a really nice concept in general. But again, we never really know what's gonna happen, so it's like, oh. But yeah, I think that's about everything that I can come up with to talk about. What do you guys want me to talk about? Let's see. Let's get some topics rolling here. And yeah, but yeah, good about the game, definitely. The combat is god tier. The gameplay mechanics is really good. The teamwork is really nice if it was emphasized more. But that's about it. I think Armada really did play into PSO2's strengths a lot. I did say this before, but like I really feel like Armada just really played a lot to PSO2's strength in general. It had mobbing, it had bossing, it just had everything. It was good. But give me topics. Give me topics. You guys gotta give me topics to talk about, or else I'm just gonna sit here and like dry out and die. I'm still really sleepy too. Ooh. Yeah. Tell us about your characters and story ideas. Oh dear. There's gonna be a can of worms you're trying to open there. As much as I want to talk about everything, I kind of want to wait. What time is it here? It's freaking like noon. It's actually noon. I'm just really tired. I'm so sorry. All right. Oh yeah, I can definitely talk about expert matching. I mean, I don't think it's anything relevant, but I think expert matching is pretty healthy for the game, to be honest. How's my time with KK? What KK? Expand on that for a bit. I'm actually not sure what KK is. Oh, you mean that program? Yeah, that's pretty good overall. I'm okay with working it out. Anyways, expert matching. Yeah. PSO2, they tried to like have around 30% of players be experts. So I think that's a pretty good equilibrium. The reason I think expert matching is a good thing in general for the game is because it gives players who like are willing to invest into the game like a little bit more leeway to have a bit of better pug experience in general, while having the expert matching be, for example, just 30%, right? They still have like the non-expert matching be 70%, which is still good. So the player base over there isn't entirely dead. I think it's fair. I think it's completely fair. Yeah, Pomeroy's expert on is pretty good so far. I do agree. Like, the new expert requirements has been really good. I think it's been really comfortable running. I prefer expert matching by class. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. But it'll be... That's what I think so too. Like, to be honest, they should make like an expert requirement XQ for each class specifically that people can play into their strength, you know? For example, like, a force one would be focusing a lot on, for example, long range bombardment, or like being able to mob really well and stuff like that, or like knowing how to manage your compounds and everything. It would be really cool to have like catered expert requirements. I don't know how easy that would be or how hard it would be, but I think that's something that would be really, really good to have for the game, health wise, and it's just having the player experience be really good. Just an interesting concept though. I don't think they're gonna do it ever, but it'll be something really good, to be honest. I think it's probably one of the best things that the game could have. Yeah, I know, that's exactly the point. Imagine if someone played expert on an underdeveloped class of gears, like me. I'm like shit on every class. All right. Okay. I'm going to do all of you a favor here then. And I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to talk about one of my characters, okay? Only one for now. Which is going to be basically just like completely canon and relevant to the stories that I wrote for the website. It's going to be published soon. I'm going to give you the choice between, let's see. Who should I make you guys vote on? All right, let's go with choose between, if you want to hear a story of Kirin or Arin. I'm just gonna say a story about one of those two. The choice is yours. Hey, don't play games on me now. I'm not gonna settle for ties, okay? I'm not gonna settle for ties. If only there was a poll command. Nah. Alright, seems I guess Arin has the top vote. Of course she does get the top vote. Alright. Arin is a bit of an interesting character where, if you guys know and understand about the concept of Arin to begin with, right? Arin is a hero class character in which, in the first place, I did plan her to be a hero, except not in the way that you might think she is a hero. So basically the concept of hero here is I wanted to make a bit of a concept on the character that is basically skewed. I wanted to give a weird perspective on heroism, and then basically make Arin turn into a character that's more of an anti-hero rather than an actual heroic hero. So the question here is, what is an anti-hero, right? So an anti-hero is basically a character that is basically a hero but doesn't have anything that's conventional to be a hero. For example, like a hero would, for example, save someone, right? Like, for example, oh, there's a fire burning in this building. A hero would literally just go in there and save people. But then an anti-hero would probably be like, let's like try to save a few people, and then maybe these few people can be like the decoy or like stuff like that. Basically stuff that's not heroic. You might... People who kill, but for good, I guess you can say is a hero, but like in bad ways of killing or so on. Just really, really, really bad ways. In Arin's case, for example, if she were to be like saving a person, right? She would probably like toss them all over the place and be like, yo, get the fuck up, yo. Rather than be like, hey, you know, it's okay, don't worry about it, I'm gonna help you. Be like nice and all. Nah, Arin got none of that. But yeah, Emiya Archer from Fate is a completely fine comparison for when it comes to anti-hero, hero. Sorry about that. That was an awkward sneeze. Anyways, okay. So in the background of Arin to begin with, I wanted Arin to have a unrelatable background and a character, and I wanted her to be a character that's like not really something that anyone would ever relate to or feel bad for or pity for at all. So Arin as a character, how she begins with is her background is actually born into a rich family in a big city, right? So basically, for example, if we were to do like a real life comparison, she would be like a rich person's daughter in like New York City or something like that. And then you'd be like on a really high rise building apartment, something like that. And then you just live a really, really good life with good security and everything, you know? And then Arin as a kid, she always was fascinated with the concept of heroes. She would love to see, like, for example, superhero cartoons and stuff, because she wanted to be a somebody in the world. Basically, somebody who can bring change upon the world. Because as a child, Arin knows that she was more fortunate than other people. She was really intelligent. Okay, so like her background is just really nice. She's in a really rich family. She knows about the world. She looks at people here and there. She helps other people. So as a kid, she was just really, really good. So she was a good girl. She was a really good girl who knows about the distribution of classes, how fortunate people are, how unfortunate some people are. She helps people, and she wants to change the world. How nice, right? Everything is so nice and all. But then the Arin's story is not exactly about how her background is or like how nice of a person she is as a kid or anything like that. But it's rather Arin's story about how everything went so wrong. So like you think of this, right? A person from a rich family who grew up in an environment where they have everything. They love to be a superhero. They like helping people out. They love life. They want to save people. They want to change the world. They want to make the world a better place. But how could it go so wrong? Well, the point that is written here is the fact that Arin herself, her parents worked inside the media. So Arin has always seen the media since she was like a child as well. And then she thought in her head that, hey, I think the best way to reach out to society is to be the media itself. So she opted into an acting school. This is a key point, by the way. She opted into an acting school. Acting school. Because she believed that she can change the world by becoming the media itself, right? So coming into the acting school, what happens is with her beauty and wits and everything, she basically studied the art of acting to the point where she was actually so good that she could even fool her instructors and everything like that. She was basically a natural actor to begin with. And then that's where the start of the 100-face Arin memes can begin. That's just basically her background of like how she's really good at manipulating people. She's really good at acting. She can basically just like concur to your every desire because she's just that good at acting. In her mind, a lot of the things she does is basically heroism. She feels like she's the one who can change the world. She can remove bad people from the world and stuff like that. But for now, I guess I'm not going to say the entire story. But we'll just go with this. We'll leave a cliffhanger here. So basically, she just has a really good life, blah, blah, blah. She scored this top score in school, everything. Everyone loves her. She's like the valedictorian of the class. But in school, Arin never really felt satisfaction in herself. She never felt that she was doing anything nice. She just felt like, you know, having good scores and everything is just like, whatever. It's just normal recognition and whatnot. But everything changed completely. 180 turn when she was contacted by a talent agency. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. She was contacted by a talent agency. Talent agencies are basically agencies where people like sign talent to, for example, play in plays or music videos, or just like, it's like signing a band to a record, right? So yeah, that's basically it. Her life changed completely after she was signed. What happened? I guess wait and find out. When it comes to writing stories, there's a few things that I really want to look at. Number one, I wanted to go a bit of extremes to give people like perspective on the different types of lives that people can be living in the world. whether it be really fortunate people or like really unfortunate people, people of social status, classes, and everything like that. I wanted to make stories where people can actually understand the perspectives of those peoples, where you might not be able to live their lives, but understand that there are people who live their lives like this and can still live their lives no matter what. I wanted to make a story where people can understand the different types of people in this world and their classes, social status, and everything. And then also having people understand the mindsets of people as well. So with that, a lot of the stories might actually be in a more dark theme, but that's completely fine because I wanted the end message of every story, no matter like how good or bad, to be the fact that despite all the adversity, everyone can overcome it. You can always live a good life because there's always a tomorrow to live for. So if anything, it's more or less just opening perspectives, and I just want people to see things. Because for me personally, since I was many years ago, I always started working with, for example, orphanages and a lot of like volunteer centers, volunteer works. So I actually got an opportunity to see a lot of people's lives and stuff. Kieran's story in specific actually is based off a story of someone I actually talked to in these like orphanages. So it was a bit of an emotionally touching story that I felt like, wow, I never thought that people would be able to treat each other like this, you know? So I thought it was a really good story to share, and I hope you guys will really enjoy them as well. As much as I want to talk about everything, I kind of just really want to save the stories for when I actually publish them, so you guys can actually like not have to like wait for more and stuff like that. But then when the stories are actually published, I just want to open a discussion with all of you, and then I can just like talk about all this stuff with no borders. Be like, oh, I guess we can just start a fandom with these characters now. So we'll see how that goes. When it comes to story building, I think the most important part of building a character is laying out their background, making them have like a really strong, believable background to make them feel like a tangible person, to make them feel like they're actually like a living person. Where it's a lot more believable if characters feel more relatable, yes. But I also think that the relatability comes from actually just building a good background. So as long as characters have a really nice background, I think it's completely fine. Yes, motivation. Nick, thank you for bringing that up. Motivation is definitely very important. It is something that I definitely really emphasize. It goes hand in hand though. Motivation and background and everything. It just really just comes together. But yeah, sorry if I didn't go too deep into the stories. I would love to, but I like to keep that to be a little bit of a surprise, I guess. It'll be really fun when I actually finish up the entire story and everything. You guys are all gonna really, really enjoy it for sure. I'm pretty sure. Speaking of enjoying stuff, we actually finished the picture for Azel. Do you guys want to see the finished picture for Azel? Like the new illustration that is going to be on the website. All right. Let's see. There it is. This is not a full this is not the full version, but hopefully it gives you guys a good idea of what the picture is going to look like. Here you go. 3, 2, 1. There you go. He's going to put it right here as like a portrait. That is the finished picture of Azel. The new picture of Azel. I was working really nicely on this one actually. We used more of a soft shading rather than a more cell shading style. So it's gonna be a different style. Which is why I'm really happy to have my friend San actually help with the illustrations for these 3 characters, which is Azel, Hime, and Aine. Since they're from the more like mature storyline, I wanted to make their art like significantly more different than some of the other ones. Which I think really did come through. And of course, that's not the end. That's not the end of it. That's not the end of it. That is definitely not the end of it. I'm going to show you guys one more. Okay. This is going to be a Hime sketch. Although this one I'm particularly really proud of, and I think it's probably one of, if not the best compositions that I've ever came up with at all. This is going to be really, really, really good. So, first of all, to give you context before showing you the Hime picture, is the fact that Hime herself is actually an actual princess, in case you don't know her backstory. But then, because of certain circumstances and everything, right? She's basically hiding her identity as an actual princess. Which is why she dressed in like a really more tomboy manner and stuff like that. But then in this picture in specific, what I wanted to do was I wanted to show one of her sides where she's like, oh, I guess you can see that she's a really pretty person because after all, she is a princess. But then I also wanted to show her manly, like strong side, if that makes any sense. I don't think what I'm saying makes a lot of sense, to be honest, but just the concept is basically just wanted to show you guys how she can look and be really beautiful and diligent and delicate as well, while also showing that she's actually strong. Okay, so this is the concept sketch in which I'm probably going to use this one to continue to make the final image. In 3, 2, 1. There you go. It might be a little hard to see from the stream because it's a small image and it's basically the sketch lines. But with this, I'm just hoping to show that you can see that she's actually really pretty as well in this one image. They're like showing a bit of her, like a little bit of feminine side, I guess, while also being really cool. The mask there is a symbol, of course, for hiding. What's going on in here? Nothing much. This is just, we're just sitting here chilling, to be honest. We're not doing anything. But yeah, that is basically Hime's concept sketch. So is there a possibility that Hime get updated in game? She already looks great in game. She actually really looks really nice in game. At least I think so. I don't think she really needs any reworks, to be honest. The only rework that you probably need is just having better art. That's quite something. Definitely quite something. Also, how are you guys enjoying this playlist, by the way? I tried to like get more of a different playlist this time to be a little bit more lo-fi hip hop, kind of like chill beats kind of thing, rather than the usual jazz music and stuff. What do you guys think about the playlist? Do you like it? Loki, want to see long hair Hime? Nah, you're not gonna see it. That breaks the whole point of her character, right? Maybe in the future. Yeah, normally I either go like full jazz or something like that. I don't usually do like lo-fi jazz kind of things. I think it's really nice though. I'm glad you guys all enjoy it. Gotta wait for alt art, yeah. Gotta go. Alright, Nick, thank you so much for coming in. I'm probably gonna end the stream like in like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna end it at like the 2-hour mark, which is gonna be in like 15 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and just chill for a bit. And yeah, my voice is like kind of half dead right now. I've been using it way too much in the past few days. Oh, you can ask anything, whether it be about like PSO2 or about like anything is completely fine by me. We were talking earlier just a bit about like expert requirements and stuff. I think it's just a really interesting thing to look at because I think it's a really good thing for the game. I can talk about like the state of each class or what I think about classes and stuff as well, if you guys want to. Oh my god, I just realized I missed these 2 rabbits. I never counted them. Oh my goodness. I got cucked. I never saw these 2. Were they aiming for 30%? Yes, they were aiming for 30%. I think the current is like at like 27% or something like that, so it's pretty close. They're doing pretty good in that front. Oh, I actually really like this. This actually looks really nice. Wow. I intended this to be just like a normal scene, but this actually looks really nice. Didn't expect that. And we're back to rabbits, yeah? Then the players complain like, ow, it's too easy, make it harder. Yeah, to be honest, it's good. Like, to be honest, this one's completely fine. I think it's good. The thing is, like, with Yoshioka, right? What he's gonna do is he's just gonna continuously evolve and change the expert requirements quite a bit. So we're gonna be seeing changes to expert like later in the future again as well. And I think that's a good thing. Continuously change expert requirements and make people like cycle out people who are experts and people who are not like experts and stuff like that. Eventually power would defeat expert again. Yes, eventually. Which is why I think cycling is a good thing. And then just keep having new requirements and everything like that is going to be a really good thing. UH? I like UH. I think UH is appropriate right now. They have a good amount of health and damage. Yeah, damage. Yeah, sure. Health? Yeah. Difficulty? That's fine. Oh, it's an edge. Eguk? Everyone spam me some, help me spam Eguk in chat. Just EGG UK. Eguk. I'm gonna start. It's an Eguk. There you go. That's for edge. Thank you. Freaking love you guys. Oh my dear lord. What is the story behind Eguk? Well, the TLDR version is basically Edge. Some of his friends like call him Egu rather than Edge. And then I kind of just like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna expand on that, cause like you know how there's like the Ugu memes and stuff like that. So like the Egu, and so I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm just gonna Eguk it, and then Eguk just like came out of nowhere. Yes, Egu is an egg. Can it be fixed with flex tape? It's a very good question. Oh no, is this gonna be like an Azalara meme now? Are we gonna like spam Egguk every time? Yeah, someone misread Edge as egg. Okay. So basically from that, Edge turns into Eggu. And then because I'm dumb, I changed it to Egguk. I think it started off with like some Uguk or something like that. Something really silly. And then Egguk kind of like came out of it, out of freaking nowhere. I find it pretty cute and funny though, so. So it's yeah. It's cute. I think it's a really cute name. Egguk is really cute. Just imagine some cute anime girl saying it. Like, Egguk? Sounds like a hiccup. Or maybe like some weird sound effects. Yeah, I want Azel meme, the Y is definitely number one. You can't not do the Y. Why? 'Cause why? Sounds like an anime girl golfing or something. Yeah, sounds about right. Wait, Masaka, is this the first time I actually entered the Battle Lobby with Hime? Wow. Haven't seen this cutscene forever. And then they actually constant the light in freaking forest. I'm so jealous. Oh my god. I'm actually really jealous. Why can't we do that? Do one PvP match? There's no way anyone is playing PvP. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If you're still confused, I look forward to your success. Sure. 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 Nah, I'm here to take pictures. Battle Lobby is like my god picture taking place. This is all I needed. This one place to take pictures. Except the fact that the volcano lighting is shit. It's shit. It's so shit. Why, SEGA? Why do you do this? I don't want a volcano. SEGA! It's freaking horrible. No, premium lighting does not change the natural lighting, okay? Premium lighting only changes the light shaft, like the direction the light is coming from and stuff like that. It does not change the actual like coloring of the light. Well, the environment rather. You can change the color, but it only filters, like for example, it filters the red onto like the blue or whatever. So it only depends on... Where's all my nice poses? Nah, that's lame. This one's much cooler. No, but then it's tilted. I don't like it being tilted. I need good poses. God damn it. Also, no, we are absolutely not having Azel voice pack here. It's probably gonna be the worst thing ever. What, do you want me to make like the guessy voice and be like, shoot! Wow, shoot! Like what does the guessy voice sound like? Like I can't remember the voice lines. I know the shoot. I know the wows. What was it? I actually can't remember the voice lines. Someone help me remember. Someone find out for me what that voice says. Oh my god! No, we're not doing oh my god here. Oh my god. Wow! I'm just like cycling through lobby action, don't mind me. Oh my god. Did someone say stop? Sorry, I'm just trying to look up the voice line. Hold on. What's my reshape preset? Like I said though, it's basically nothing. It's just a bit of saturation and that's it. Look at this. See? It's literally just saturation. Maybe I'll post it sometime later, but yeah. It's literally nothing though. I just only adjusted the saturation and that's it. Let's see. Where is this? Nah, I can't find it. Oh no. I give up. I'm not gonna find a shoot voice line. Can't find it. I give up. Yeah. Whatever. そして時は動き出す。And we're back to normal. Well, I mean, I guess I can just try to take a picture of this pose, I guess. Probably not a bad idea. It actually looks nice. Yeah, it actually does look nice. I just need to be like right next to the wall. Dude, the first part or the second part? Probably the first part. Yeah, first part is way nicer. Let's see. Oh my god, these freaking cherry petals keep... Yeah! Can't even speak properly. I don't know if I actually got a good picture. There we go. Hopefully that is satisfactory. Try Yukomiya. Oh my goodness. Okay, be careful guys. This might actually be pretty loud. Hold on.
Good.
Good. What the hell?
Shoot.
Oh my god.
Exciting.
Exciting.
Okay.
Oh my god.
No.
No.
Ouch. I'm like a god.
Wait, what? What does that say?
I'm like a god.
Does that say I'm like a god?
Oh my god.
Oh my god! How can it be so bad?
Are you ready? Rock and roll.
Are you ready? What the fuck does the second part say?
Ready? Rock and roll. It's special showtime.
It's special showtime! Yeah, fuck that, I'm done.
Come on. SEGA.
SEGA! Oh my god. Oh my god. Lock and load. Yeah. Never. Yeah. Sounds about right. We need some manliness. We need some manliness in here. sorry. I had to do that. Hold on.
正真正銘最後の時間停止だ。
最後の時間停止だ Oh my god. I freaking love JoJo so much. JoJo memes are great. Yeah, did we go full JoJo? Yeah.
これより静止時間9秒以内に型をつける。
型をつける The World! 1秒経過 Such a legendary scene. Oh my goodness.
1秒経過。2秒経過。
3秒経過
では
Okay, I'm done with that. Also, good thing we're not on Twitch, so nobody can clip that, right? Oh my god, but why would you download the entire stream though? That's such a waste of memory. Oh no! Don't do that, please. That's bad. Noroi, Noroi! The World wa Saikyou no stand da! It's great. It's so meme. Oh, 向かってくるかな Freaking memes. So basically you're telling me I don't have to end the stream, right? If I don't end the stream, you can't download it. I know. Although, actually, speaking of JoJo, there's one thing actually. You know how everyone is like, Tokyo Tomare, right? Toki's time. But the thing is, like, when you say like Tokyo is not actually correct. Tokyo Tomare is not correct, actually. Because the actual like line should actually be Tokyo time. as in like Tokyo, as in like not like using the wo as like not using the wo as a connecting phrase. It's Tokyo, Tokyo tomare, not Tokiwo tomare. So technically, like the actual correct translation would be Zawarudo, Tokyo tomare. Jikan tomare. And then at the end of it as well, そして時が動き出す. Well, at least now you guys know the correct way of using Japanese in that phrase, I guess. Yeah, JoJo itself is just a walking meme. It's great. I'm pretty sure I said like 30 minutes ago that would end the stream. But we turned into Meme Fest instead. What the hell are we doing here? I feel memed on. I need redemption. I need to redeem myself by not memeing for like the next 4 days. Smoke weed every day. Oh my god. Don't cite me more memes. I can't handle all the memes. Fucking Snoop Dogg. Too good. Such a classic meme. Let your dreams be memes. Just go with the flow. You get bamboozled, so that's fine. Yeah, I guess. I don't think it's fine though. Getting memed on is not cool. I feel scammed. I didn't sign up for this. Like, what the hell is this stream? Seriously. We started off counting bunnies on the freaking moon. And knowing that I missed 2 really miffed me out. So instead of that, we went on to talk about like PSO2 stuff. And then how like the NA server is gonna be wrecked really hard because of systems and everything. Although saying that is like not really fair. So, and then after that, we were just like sitting here talking about characters. And then now I'm like, I'm gonna end the stream. And then no, you guys have to meme. You guys have to freaking meme, man. You have to meme me. Feels really memed, man. Memes. I am inevitable. I can't even speak properly right now. But I guess this is why I love you guys so much, right? It's great. That all seems like a normal convo. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sorry, with a normal voice line, I guess who did it? Not me. Well, I guess it's been an enjoyable 2 hours. Didn't really feel like 2 hours, to be honest. Really didn't. Anyways, I probably should find something to eat, to be honest. I'm just gonna leave the screen on for a while. I'm just gonna talk to you guys for like a few more minutes. But yeah, just saying that I'm probably gonna end the stream here. But yeah, no, really though, thank you so much for joining. It was just like a random stream where I was like, hey, I just felt like streaming and just talking to you guys a bit, and then this happens, and then, oh, yeah, sure, I'll take it. I enjoy it, you know, having to be able to like sit and talk to people and just like chill and everything like that. I've been doing a lot of random stuff recently. Hopefully we'll be able to release the profile site and everything soon. I'm still working really hard on some of the artworks and also publishing some of the story as well. And then the last thing that I actually need to finish up is not particularly actually like the content of the site itself, but rather more of the presentation, especially the front page. I need the front page to be really good, and I don't know how to do that yet. I'll probably do more koi pictures and some stuff soon as well. If anything, it'll be really nice to see, because like I also posted like kind of like a blog post last night talking about how I felt like I really did develop a style. I think it's a pretty good blog post though. If you guys have not seen that yet, you can see from like my YouTube creators tab or my like Discord or anything like that and so on. If you guys want anything though, you can always find me easily on Discord. So yeah, Rins, thank you so much for coming over. Really appreciate it. But yeah, anyways, I guess best I can say right now is just enjoy and take care. Okay, everyone? Hope you guys had a great day. It was a fun stream. I really enjoyed it. Thanks so much for coming over. Take care. Don't forget to smile. Have a great day, everyone. As always.